young engineer at KHJ.
Right.
This is before Boss Radio days.
Right.
And I was hired, and so my assignment was to go to the Brown Derby in Hollywood and to set up microphones and the 60-pound PA system mixer and feed it into, and then take it an old Ampex tape machine and Samsonite luggage, hook up all of the stuff, and we'd interview stars at the Brown Derby in Hollywood. And I did this for a year.
Did you?
We had the host of the show. We'd invite about 6 or 8 stars, put all these microphones, and we do the show live, or record if you couldn't make it, so forth.
Right.
So here it is. That was 60-pound equipment.
And now we have this.
Now we're down to this. I know, and
now we
the
have
videos
this.
too. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's amazing to me.
Say hello to John Van Camp.
Hi, everybody. How are ya? Are we doing YouTube today?
Well, I'm recording because I figured
Posterity,
why
yeah.
tell the same story twice?
1, 2.
Do a countdown. Look in there and say 5, 4, 3. Do it.
Oh,
Oh, I know what.
just a countdown. Do I know how to count?
I don't know. Do you?
5. What comes next? 4. I have the next one. Is 3.
Okay.
Then 2.
All right.
And then 1.
Okay. And this is Ken and Kelly, and we're recording.
Oh, we're recording here in the Hollywood.
We're in Hollywood,
Hollywood.
across the street from KTLA Channel 5 on Sunset Blvd. And we're here with John Van Camp. We're going to be being interviewed by John for a new podcast that he's going to launch soon.
Soon. Yes.
So, but we have to still negotiate with John on how much of this video we will be publishing before his launch, because we don't want to steal his thunder.
Oh, yeah. No worries. No worries. We'll be good.
All right, so here we are. We're here with John.
Okay. So, if anybody wants to hear,
Oh yes, just for appearances only, we should just wear this headset.
There you
Right
go.
down.
You remember this.
I remember how to do this.
Can
So-
you hear okay?
Of course I can.
It's too bad. Okay.
It's too bad. Thank you guys. First off, thank you guys for meeting with me here. I'm so excited to meet with you. This is history when it comes to AM radio, and not just in Los Angeles, but everywhere. This really started when you were there in 1965 at KHJ. Ken, you were, technically you were a studio engineer, or what was the technical term for what you did?
I started in there in 1959, 6 years before Boss Radio.
Right.
So I was a young 21-year-old kid. I was married,
Yeah.
and Kelly, being one of our daughters now,
Was not born.
Anyway, so I was hired because of my experience from being rock and roll in the early stages back east. And so I came back out to Los Angeles where I'd gone to college and got a job at KHJ, and we were all part of the engineering groups of 70 engineers.
70?
250 people in the building. 70 of them were unionized engineers. And I was hired then to be the bottom 70th engineer.
Was that included the TV as well?
Yes.
Is that why so many?
Overall list.
Wow.
And so therefore it started with them. And so I was an engineer, and great job, great experience, and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
And then later on, the radio broke off to Boss Radio, gone through a number of formats from 59 to 65.
For instance?
For instance, all news.
Oh, they did all news there?
All news, 15 minutes on the hour by different stars, heavyweights of the
day.
News department of that time. Clete Roberts, all these people would come in and do shows, and we did the shows. We went to a music format like Frank Sinatra records.
So standards, middle of the road kind of thing.
I don't think they called it standards.
Yeah, they didn't call it standards. I don't know. What
they called it the top hits.
Actually, I think they called it pop.
Yeah.
Back in the early '60s, that was
Yeah,
considered
but
pop.
weren't there, episodic
Yeah,
shows?
did you guys do?
Like top, wasn't that there
One more
too?
time.
Like episodes.
Yeah, did you do
like-
serial types?
Yeah.
Well, remember, we were the weekend that I started, which happens to be many years ago.
Well, if it was 59, it was 58 years ago, because that's the year I was born, and I'm 58 this year. So.
John, would you believe that it was yesterday that I went to work with them?
I know, right?
It's history. And so here we are still working.
I know.
Anyway, yes, the guy that was showing me around the building at that time was saying, Ken, whatever you learn today, on Monday morning it all changes.
It all changes because we're changing things.
And all of these stars on the shows,
Right.
they all went over to television.
They did.
Left radio, empty showcase. And then, of course, the question is, on Monday, what format are we going to do? Because we have to start all over rebranding KHJ.
So in those days, didn't they used to, I've heard this, maybe this is wrong, didn't they used to go out to Steve Allen's house and do his show
Yes.
from his house?
Well, that was the same time that we did the live remote for the Brown Derby.
Oh, right.
Okay, that was one of the formats. It was a talk, a format where we had different stars all around the town of LA doing shows. And then a certain hour coming up in the next hour, we would switch and we would go into the Steve Allen house. Yes, I went to the Steve Allen house many times. and whenever the regular engineer wasn't available, I was the gullible guy that would go
Calling
to Steve Allen's house. I remember
equipment around. And,
Roger Williams was a piano player.
oh, yeah, Roger Williams, yeah.
Okay. I would go to his house to cut voice tracks before voice
Or
tracking.
there was voice tracking. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And then you worked with Wink Martindale, I think, right?
Wink and I started the same day. He was from Memphis for RK.
Right.
And so we started the same day. And so I talked to Wink, I would say, just a couple months ago.
Yeah. He's very active in the, nobody's going to know this from this podcast, the Pacific Pioneers.
Pacific Pioneers, yeah. The LA radio group.
LA radio group.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. And a big friend of Elvis.
Big friend of Elvis.
Yeah.
Yes.
He and his wife, from what I understand, but I digress. I mean, this is more about Boss
It's not
Radio.
about Wink, right? It's
Right, it's about you, Ken. So in 1965, these guys saunter into town and they sell RKO on this thing that they've been doing in Fresno and San Diego. They go, okay, so now we want to take your little AM radio station here and we want to make it number one. We've got the format that can do that. And they brought in people from, well, I know Ron Jacobs, of course, his first PD. Bill Drake brought him in from Fresno and San Bernardino. He was at Cayman for a while and brought folks up from San Diego. And together, they put this thing together. What was going on? I mean, was this over the course of like a couple of weeks, a couple of months? What did you observe?
Remember, RKO is the owner of the station.
Right.
And they were putting a bill to pay all of these guys' salaries.
Right.
And so the engineers were hired, or they were part of it.
Right.
All the disc jockeys were hired, and they flew them in, started paying their bills, and they all got houses, and they started to rent apartments and so forth. And they did training at the KHJ studio office for weeks in advance.
Unheard of in radio today. That would never happen where you have these massive rehearsals. It's amazing.
And they were practicing with Frank Sinatra records.
I know, right?
And stuff like that, because the format was still on the air.
I'm sorry. I could hear the real Don Steele talking up
Frank
Sinatra records. I would kill for that.
But then as you would be buying records and so forth, and the record musicians, the record publishers would come into the station, they would tell what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And so therefore it started to leak out in the industry of radio in Los Angeles as to what KHJ was up to.
It's amazing that they kept that as quiet as they did. It would never happen today.
Yes, and so therefore we had to break format of this classical music that we were doing, so because the Boss Radio name, some of the liners that we would be using eventually on the Boss Radio was being leaked out. This is almost like 2017 with the leaks.
I know.
What's going on in the political field?
Radio leaks. That's what we should call the podcast, Radio Leaks. I kind of like that.
I like that too.
So anyway, so therefore, all of a sudden, Bill Drake, Ron Jacobs, they all came into the studio and they said, we're going to go through with our live format at 3 o'clock today.
Wow.
So Ken, you get to spin the
hours,
records.
right?
You get to spin the records, and you're first in line, and today you'll be working with a real Don Steele.
So had you been working with them at all for the rehearsals?
No.
So this was like cold. You were like, okay, I guess I could do that.
Probably like, who's this guy?
Now you were 27? Is that right?
No, I was
20?
20.
Yeah,
26, 27, about that time?
Yeah, about
Okay.
27.
Did you like the music?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
that's
think-
what I was doing back east for
Okay,
a couple years
all right,
out of
okay.
college. And so that's why they hired me, because I was familiar with the music.
This was
and
such a huge cultural shift in music in the mid-60s. We were, obviously we've done through the British invasion, the Beatles and all that
it's
stuff.
just like you're doing today. You're talking to us.
Yeah.
Every station in the country, after we before that started to do it,
Yeah.
was sending out program directors, putting up in a hotel in
Yep.
Los Angeles,
And listening.
listen to it,
And
talk to
writing
them,
everything
go
down.
visit them. And so
Yeah, for an entire weekend because they had just launched that AC.
And people
format.
would call me back even then and ask for a copy of the station
Right.
jingles.
They wanted the jingles.
So I would go to my program director and say, hey, can I make a copy of the jingles and take this guy? Well, the difference is they couldn't use them on their station in Fresno. So some of the things you might, John, we would have in our studio, our production studio, our main studio where the station was, all the records of the around 45s.
Right.
Some of the albums were there, and for instance, The Satisfaction, a song by
Right.
the Rolling Stones, was on disc number 440.
I love this. It's awesome.
So whenever we wouldn't have to give the name of the song, we'd just say 440. That would be the communications between the jock and myself.
So the jock would have whatever music
List.
blog of some sort or a list or something. And
Before the internet, before web publishing, before
all of that.
So he had to have a pencil and paper list
I know, right?
of all the songs he was going to play.
So did you keep? This is something for insiders too. Were you the one who was signing the transmitter log, or was that another engineer? Or?
No, we did everything.
Okay. So and you did the program log, not the job, right?
We did these program log
Okay.
and the engineering log.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you had access. There was a transmitter control point right there in your
Yes.
studio. Okay.
That was the rules of 1965.
How long did that go on? I know in a lot of major markets over the years I've met a lot of talent, that worked those days, and then all of a sudden you guys ended up getting weeded out, and
It was about 61. I think we had to control off the transmitter,
Right.
which was in Culver City.
Okay.
And in fact, we had to, each day we had to go out and take measurements.
Out in Culver City.
Somebody on the staff of the 70 engineers had to drive all the way out to Culver City and walk the towers and take readings, write them down, and then drive all the way back to the station every day for years and years.
In Los Angeles traffic too.
Well, it was better than it was today.
Well,
Yeah.
still, I